Strategic business expansion. As we look to the future, we must consider strategic expansion to maintain our growth. What are your thoughts on our expansion plans?
I've been analyzing potential opportunities, and entering the Asian market seems promising. The region's economic growth is substantial.
I've also been exploring expansion possibilities. South America has a growing market that aligns with our product offerings.
Both regions have potential. Let's discuss the advantages and challenges of each market and reach a consensus.
The Asian market offers a vast customer base and emerging technology hubs. However, competition can be fierce, and cultural nuances require careful consideration.
In South America, we have a chance to establish a strong presence with less competition, but there may be regulatory hurdles to navigate.
Thank you for your insights. Given the potential and challenges in both regions, I propose a phased approach. We can start with a market feasibility study in Asia, followed by a similar study in South America.
I agree with the phased approach. It allows us to gather valuable data before making substantial investments.
Phasing our expansion strategy is a prudent way to manage risks while pursuing growth opportunities.
Excellent. We'll proceed with a phased approach, beginning with the market feasibility study in Asia. Once we have more insights, we can decide on further steps. Corporate social responsibility strategy. Our company is committed to corporate social responsibility, and it's time to outline our CSR strategy for the upcoming year. What are your thoughts on this?
I believe we should focus on environmental sustainability. Initiatives like reducing carbon emissions and minimizing waste align with our values.
I agree with you. Environmental sustainability is crucial. We should also consider community engagement programs to support local communities where we operate.
Thank you both for your input. It's clear that environmental sustainability should be a primary focus. Let's also incorporate community engagement into our CSR strategy.
To reduce our carbon footprint, we can invest in energy-efficient technology and explore renewable energy sources. Additionally, we should set measurable goals.
I support those ideas. For community engagement, we can establish partnerships with local nonprofits and encourage employee volunteerism.
Excellent suggestions. Let's establish specific sustainability goals and explore partnerships with local nonprofits for community engagement.
Regarding our carbon reduction goal, should we aim for a certain percentage reduction by the end of the year?
Aiming for a 20% reduction in carbon emissions by the end of the year seems achievable and aligns with industry benchmarks.
That sounds reasonable. Let's set a target of a 20% reduction in carbon emissions as part of our CSR strategy.
For community engagement, we should allocate a budget and form a CSR committee to oversee initiatives.
I agree. Allocating a dedicated budget and forming a committee will ensure our community engagement efforts are organized and impactful.
Agreed. We'll allocate resources, establish a CSR committee, and integrate these actions into our CSR strategy. Product development approach. We're about to start a new product development cycle. How do we align on the approach we should take for this project?
I suggest using an agile development methodology to increase flexibility and adaptability.
Agreed. Agile development allows us to respond to changing customer needs effectively. We should also prioritize user feedback.
Excellent. We'll adopt an agile approach and make user feedback a priority in this product development cycle.
To ensure we stay on track, we should establish regular sprint reviews and retrospectives to fine-tune our processes.
I support that idea. Regular reviews and retrospectives will help us continuously improve our development practices.
That's a consensus. We'll implement regular sprint reviews and retrospectives as part of our agile development approach. Marketing campaign evaluation. Our latest marketing campaign just concluded. How do we assess its success and make improvements for the next campaign?
We should analyze key performance indicators, KPIs, like click-through rates and conversion rates to measure success.
I agree with you. Additionally, we should conduct customer surveys to gather qualitative feedback.
Great suggestions. Let's analyze KPIs and gather customer feedback to evaluate and improve our marketing campaigns.
For the next campaign, we should consider diversifying our advertising channels to reach a broader audience.
I support diversification. We can explore social media advertising and influencer partnerships.
That sounds like a solid plan. Let's diversify our advertising channels for the next campaign.
Regarding customer surveys, should we also inquire about customer preferences and pain points to inform our messaging?
Absolutely. Understanding customer preferences and pain points will help us tailor our messaging effectively.
Agreed. Let's include questions about customer preferences and pain points in our surveys. New product features. We're planning new features for our product. How do we agree on the features that will provide the most value to our users?
We should conduct user research to identify pain points and feature requests. That will guide our decision.
I support user research. Additionally, we should prioritize features that enhance the user experience and provide a competitive edge.
Excellent. Let's initiate user research and prioritize features that improve the user experience and boost our competitiveness.
Once we gather user feedback, we should prioritize feature development based on user demand and feasibility.
Prioritizing based on user demand and feasibility is a logical approach. It ensures we deliver features users want.
That's the plan. We'll prioritize feature development based on user demand and feasibility. Employee training and development. Our employees' professional growth is a priority. How do we agree on the training and development initiatives we should offer?
We should conduct skills assessments to identify areas where employees need development and tailor training accordingly.
I support skills assessments. Additionally, we should offer ongoing learning opportunities, like workshops and online courses.
Great suggestions. Let's start with skills assessments and provide a mix of tailored training and ongoing learning opportunities.
To track progress, we can implement regular performance reviews and feedback sessions.
Performance reviews will help employees set goals and monitor their development. I'm in favor of this approach.
That's the consensus. We'll implement regular performance reviews and feedback sessions as part of our employee development strategy. Market entry strategy. We're considering entering a new market. How do we agree on the market entry strategy that aligns with our objectives?
We should begin with a thorough market analysis to understand demand, competition, and potential risks.
Market analysis is a must. Additionally, we should explore partnerships with local distributors to establish a presence.
Thank you for your input. Let's start with comprehensive market analysis and explore potential partnerships with local distributors.
To mitigate risks, we should consider a phased entry, starting with a pilot launch.
A phased entry allows us to test the waters and adapt our strategy as needed. I support it.
That's a consensus. We'll opt for a phased entry strategy, starting with a pilot launch. Budget allocation for research and development. We're allocating funds for research and development projects. How do we agree on the allocation that supports innovation and growth?
We should allocate a significant portion to high-potential R&D projects that align with our long-term strategy.
I concur with you. We should also reserve a portion for exploring emerging technologies and trends.
Great ideas. Let's allocate a significant portion to high-potential projects and reserve some for emerging technologies in our R&D budget.
To ensure accountability, we can establish R&D milestones and regular progress reviews.
Regular progress reviews will help us track the success of our R&D investments. I'm in favor.
That's a plan. We'll set R&D milestones and conduct regular progress reviews to ensure our investments are on track. Customer feedback implementation. We've gathered valuable customer feedback. How do we agree on the implementation of suggested improvements to our products and services?
We should categorize the feedback into critical, high priority, and low priority items to prioritize implementation.
I agree with you. Additionally, we should involve cross-functional teams to execute the improvements effectively.
Excellent. Let's categorize the feedback and involve cross-functional teams to implement the suggested improvements.
To measure the impact of these improvements, we should establish key performance indicators.
KPIs will help us track the success of the improvements. It's a wise approach.
That's agreed. We'll establish KPIs to measure the impact of the implemented improvements. Strategic vendor selection. We're in the process of selecting a strategic vendor for an essential component of our product. How do we collectively decide on the best vendor?
We should start with a comprehensive vendor evaluation process, considering factors like reliability, cost, and scalability.
I agree with you. We should also assess their track record in meeting delivery timelines and quality standards.
Thank you both for your input. Let's initiate a vendor evaluation process based on these criteria.
To ensure transparency, we should involve cross-functional teams in the vendor selection process.
Involving cross-functional teams will provide a well-rounded perspective. It's a sound approach.
Agreed. We'll involve cross-functional teams in the vendor selection process for a more comprehensive evaluation.